On CNS Adventures, we toured the towns in Muranga, and here we are in Keno, leaving this town that we established is the fastest growing town here in Muranga County, headed to our destination. So let's go to the next place. We are right now on this road is called Thika Road. Is it really Thika Road past Thika? But this is a dual carriageway all the way from Nairobi to a place called Marwa in Nyeri County. Right now we are passing a place called Kabati. Kabati is a small town still in Muranga County, and we are cruising nice and easy, as this road has really helped transport to be easy on this corridor towards Mount Kenya. Previously the dual carriage was up to Keno town, but it has since been extended all the way to Marwa in Nyeri, and the plan is to extend it all the way to Isiolo County. That way it will have passed through from here Muranga, Kirinyaga, Nyeri, Laikipia, parts of Laikipia, Nanyuki, cross into Meru County and head all the way to Isiolo. So this is a very important road here in Kenya, and it's awesome to use it. Right there, guys, you see that pickup truck with two wheels, spare wheels at the back. These are vehicles that ferry what we call it is not Mogoka. Mogoka is from Embu. This one is called Mira, right from Meru County. They also would drive very fast to transport this stimulant from Meru all the way to Nairobi as it heads further into other different parts of the world. So that's a Mira pickup. So you can differentiate between Mira and Mogoka in these pictures. See this flyover we are just crossing here. This flyover, if you use this road, you can either get to Thika town, and if you travel towards Kiambu, you can travel to this using this road all the way to Kiamwangi, and then take that roads towards flyover in Nyandarua County. You remember in our previous video where we crossed through the Aberdare? This is an alternative road at the Thika flyover, a place called Jomo. You can use this road to go all the way to flyover and into Nakuru and Naivasha. So that place is called Jomo. Where we are headed to right now is called Witeithie. Witeithie is a town that also grew very fast. Witeithie is a Kikuyu word meaning help yourself. I don't know why they call this place that way, but it translates directly to help yourself or jisaidie. That is Witeithie for you. It is a very fast growing town, but now we are already in Kiambu. We are no longer in Muranga County. Witeithie is next to a very famous international school called Mangu School. Also near Witeithie is a very busy quarry where masonry stones are dug and processed for building construction around these areas of Juja, Nairobi, and even further to different parts of the country. So that is Witeithie. The next town we are going to meet is Juja town. And of course, Tol is part of Juja town. Juja town is a town that has been built around Jomo Kenyatta University, one of the greatest universities here in Kenya. I'm actually a proud alumni of this university. I have stayed in this town for close to 5 years when I was schooling here in Jomo Kenyatta University. This is Juja town. Due to its location close to the university, the population here is largely made up of youthful people and many businesses to support this kind of population. Let's go to the next town, and this one is called Kimbo. Is it Kimbo? No. K Road. Then we go to Kimbo. Town that has grown very fast over the past few years since the construction of Thika Road. It is also home of a big mall called the Spa Mall, as well as a university college. Is it a university college or a college by the name NIBS College, Nairobi Institute of Business Studies, NIBS College. It's housed here in Kimbo. The next town we will be seeing shortly is Ruiru town. So guys, this is the junction to Ruiru town. Ruiru town is one of the towns that is still in Kimbo town, very close to Nairobi, and it's served by several means of transport from here to Ruiru. The connectivity to Nairobi is super good. You can use the public means, public buses. There's also a railway station at Ruiru, so you can take a train to the city. Also, the online taxis are available in this town. This town hosts several university educational institutes such as ZTech University, Kiriri Women's University of Science and Technology, and Kenyatta University Ruiru campus is located in this town. The town has already actually joined with another very upcoming place called Kihunguro. Kihunguro has literally joined to Ruiru town, forming one big metropolis here in Kiambu County. From Kihunguro, we'll be taking a bypass towards Kamakis. Kamakis has also joined already with Ruiru. Kamakis is a meat joint very popular here in Kenya. When you want the best of meat, well, in Nairobi, you go to a place called Kamakis. So let's go to Kamakis. Hello family. So after being on the road and passing through Kamakis, we arrived in this very fast growing place called Utawala. Utawala is a rapidly growing residential and commercial neighborhood located approximately 16 kilometers east of Nairobi Central Business District along the Nairobi Eastern Bypass Highway. It is straddled in the border between Nairobi City County and Machakos County, encompassing areas with both Embakasi and Athi River sub-counties. Utawala offers a mix of housing options ranging from a gated community with bungalows and mansionettes to modern high-rise apartment. Notable estates include Utawala Astro, known for modern 1 and 2 bedrooms apartment with landmarks like Pearl Heights and St. Daniel's Komboni School. There is also Utawala Shooters, named after the Shooters Inn Club, featuring estates like 83 Park Estates and Royal Court. Here in Utawala, you may see cattle on the road. This area was predominantly owned by the Maasais, and they still graze their animals in this particular place. So you may see cows grazing along the roads and so on and so forth. The other estate in Utawala is called Utawala Benedicta, home to several schools including Rofine and Zion, with estates like Mungano Estates. The final estate in Utawala is called Utawala Githunguri, a less populated area experiencing growth due to recent infrastructure development. In Utawala, the shopping amenities you may find here, you have supermarkets such as Naivas, Tumaini, Quickmart, Capital Shopping Mall, and Maguna's Supermarket. In terms of transport, this place is well served by public transport matatus. Here in Kenya, we call them matatu. These are public buses and mini buses that can ferry you from Utawala to Nairobi and back. And normally the transport rate in this place is about $1.50 or $1 to go to town and to come back. So as you have seen, that is Utawala. There are other places along this road that I may not know so well, and in the next destination we will be entering Mombasa Road. We will not use the expressway because, as you can see today, the traffic is easy and it's flowing, so there's no need to incur that expense to use the expressway while the traffic on the normal road that are not tolled is moving and flowing easily. So see you at the JKIA on this journey of exploring my town, Nairobi. We have arrived at Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. Jomo Kenyatta was the founding president of Kenya, and in his honor, this airport was named after him. When you arrive at this gate, any passenger in your vehicle must alight and go for scrutiny. In terms of security check, the vehicle is thoroughly checked before you are allowed to get into the airport area. Please note, by this fast take that is happening, you are like almost a kilometer or a kilometer and a half away from the airport. Originally, this airport was called Embakasi Airport, and it was officially opened in 1958, and this was a time before Kenya got its independence. It was renamed to Jomo Kenyatta International Airport in 1978 after Kenya's first president. Over years, it has undergone several expansions, including Terminal 1A, opened in 2014, and ongoing modernization efforts are underway. In terms of capacity, passenger capacity designed to handle over 7.5 million passengers annually, but pre-COVID traffic so it handled over 6.5 million. Runways. JKIA has one main runway, 07/25, that is 4.2 kilometers long, capable of handling the largest aircraft such as Boeing 747s and the Airbus A380. But then guys, my dream is to one day fly using the Airbus A380. It's a massive aeroplane. Jomo Kenyatta International Airport has several terminals. There is Terminal 1A, international departures, mainly for Kenya Airways and SkyTeam. There is Terminal 1B and C, other international carriers. There is Terminal 1D for domestic flights. There is Terminal 2, low-cost carriers and charters. And there is a VIP terminal for government and diplomatic use. In terms of security, tiered security screening include vehicle checks, luggage scans, body scanners, and document verification. Operated under Kenya Airports Authority and regulated by Kenya Civil Aviation Authority. JKIA is East Africa's busiest airport and major hub for Africa. Johannesburg, Lagos, Addis Ababa, Cairo, Kigali, Entebbe, Lusaka, and Accra. To the Middle East, JKIA serves Dubai, Doha, Abu Dhabi, and Jeddah. In Asia, JKIA is a hub for Guangzhou, Mumbai, Delhi, and Bangkok. For Europe, JKIA serves Amsterdam, Paris, and London. In North America, which is a new destination, JKIA has a direct flight from Kenya all the way to New York by Kenya Airways. It also serves regional and domestic routes such as Mombasa, Kisumu, Eldoret, Malindi, and many other places. So this is a national pride for our country, Kenya, Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, and we are proud to have our own national flag carrier, Kenya Airways. So when you come to Kenya, use Kenya Airways. It's the best airline in Africa, guys. So just enjoy the views as I enjoy. This is my first time ever to be at this airport, coming to the airport. Last time I was out of the airport as I flew in from a different country. So today I just came to see how the airport looks like, and hope you also get to see how it is when you will be flying to Kenya soon to come and explore our beautiful, beautiful country. That was my trip to Nairobi, and those were the views that I had. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Please remember to support us by clicking that notification bell and subscription on our YouTube channel. Thank you so much.